Hey guys, great news. A software update 40.5.5 has arrived for the Tesla Model 3 here in Australia, which means we finally get Navigate on autopilot. I've entered the Sydney Opera House as our final destination today just to test it out, because there's a bit of freeway between us and the Sydney Harbour crossing approach. So once I get onto the freeway, I'm going to activate Navigate on autopilot, which I'm very excited about. Okay, so we're approaching the Warringah Expressway, which is the approach to the Sydney Harbour Bridge. I'm going to double tap the right gear stalk. There we are. I've been waiting for that line. That blue line is exactly what we need here in Australia for Navigate on autopilot. It's going to match the speed limit there for 80.
100 meters, keep right to stay on M1 Talk City.
Confirm lane change, use turn signal. Okay, turn signal. Whoop, whoop, whoop. See, that car was coming into my lane, so I just cancelled that right there. And I'm going to activate it again. Okay, so lane change. That's fine. So I put it on confirm for lane change, which means I have to activate it myself. So it's doing that for me right now. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that blue line again. So it's following the blue line. So you can have auto lane change as well, which I've experienced in the US, but just for today, I just wanted to see what happens. Okay, so yep. Oh, it's phantom braking for some reason. Yeah, not sure why. Not sure why. Not sure why. Okay, it's picking up again. Okay, so hands sort of just off the wheel. Probably freaked out by the car next to me there. It's okay. Okay, why do I want a lane change? That's the bus lane. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there at all. I want to stay in this lane. See, I guess that's one good reason not to do that. I know the streets here. The Cahill Expressway is this lane. That's the bus lane on the right, which is why I didn't want automatic lane change. So I'm just going to keep going for now. Yeah, it probably needs to work that out, because if I get in that lane, I'm going to get fined. Okay, so it's staying on this lane. No, it still wants to go that lane. Well, I'm going to override that a little bit. Okay, so it's 70 now. I don't want to get in trouble here. So speed limit 70. It is double demerits today. Now this will be really interesting, because this is like the old toll booth area. Okay, let's allow it to lane change because it wants to. I know, being a local, that all three lanes do eventually converge to one around this region, so I'm a little bit cautious at this stage. I don't want to pump it. It's very tight. Oh, that's tight, but it got through. Okay, all right, I won't. Okay, so it's 40, but it's actually 70 on the road, so I'm going to pump it up to 70, because I know it's 70, otherwise I'll annoy a lot of other drivers if I don't pump it up to 70. There we go, it's back to 70 again. Okay, so far so good. I'm on the Cahill Expressway, which is the very narrow lane here on the far left of the Sydney Harbour Bridge. And hands on the wheel, not controlling the car, but just... Oh, it's tight. That was tight. Heart in the mouth, but we got there. So far, so good. Thanks, Elon Musk, for bringing this to Australia finally, by the way. I really appreciate it. This is kind of the reason why I pulled the trigger for the full self-driving suite of functions for this car. I hadn't had full self-driving up till probably 2 days ago, when I heard that it was coming to Australia, so I pulled the trigger. And I would like to road test the future, because this is a very large step towards autonomous driving. It's not autonomous yet, just want to let you guys know. This is still very much beta, so, full concentration, hands on the wheel, as per the road rules here in New South Wales. And focus directed on the road for now. This is my first time Navigate on autopilot here in Australia.
100 meters, keep left to stay on Cahill Expressway.
And it's very much on TACC, which is traffic aware cruise control with auto steer and Navigate on autopilot, which means it's following the car ahead of me, going at 54 kilometers an hour. Okay, a bit hairy now because there are a few lanes to look out for. So the Kyle Expressway
Left to stay on Cardiff.
does swing to the left, which is what it is doing. Good, good, good. So far, so good. Okay. Good, this is what we want. Excellent. So now we're on the Kyle Expressway, which is that bit of freeway above the Circular Quay area. The Opera House is on the left. I'm not sure whether you can see that, guys.
Left to take Macquarie Street.
It's a very
exit
scenic
Macquarie
road.
Street.
It's telling me to exit onto Macquarie Street, which is a surface road in the CBD. So we'll see what happens there, whether it disengages disengages itself. Can't even speak. Whether it disengages itself. Here we go. 200 meters time. Navigate on autopilot is
Now
ending.
left to
That's
take
what I wanted to
Macquarie
see.
Street exit.
Okay, so I'm exiting now onto a surface road. It's gonna finish navigating on autopilot very soon. Done. And we're back on just normal auto steer for now. That worked pretty well. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm gonna go back over.
Onto Conservatory Road.
I'm going to disengage there. So I'm going to go back over the Harbour Bridge now, back onto the north side, because that's where I live.
Now turn right onto Macquarie Street.
And we are going to keep going straight. Yep, we're going to keep going straight and go through the CBD. I might as well take you guys on a little drive
Phillip Street.
of the Sydney CBD. At the moment, it's pretty quiet. It's the, what is it? We're up to the 28th of December, so it's very quiet
Now
in
turn
town.
right onto Loftus
Sorry,
Street.
lady, I'm going to cancel you. Yeah, well, that was fun. That was good. All right, I'm going to cut to when we go back over the other side. See you in a sec. Okay, guys, so we're about to head back over the Sydney Harbour Bridge again, this time northbound. I've set the final destination as the St. Leonard Supercharger, which is on the north side. So, okay, so here we go. We're on the Sydney Harbour Bridge approach now from the south side. I'm just going to allow it to go into this lane because it is tricky approaching here. So double click or double tap on the gear stalk. Okay, so didn't want to go on navigate. Interesting. Interesting. This is where the lanes are very odd. I'm going to instigate a lane change. No, okay, that one was too scary for me to use that. So I'm going to disengage for a sec. Okay, and re-engage. Doesn't want to go on autopilot. That's interesting. On the northbound approach. If I turn it off and back on, no, it doesn't want to go navigate on autopilot. Try one more time, disengage, and one more time. I've got navigate on autopilot on. Okay, auto steer is available, but not navigate on autopilot. All right, well, at least you got to see the navigate on autopilot coming southbound anyway. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that. First time using navigate on autopilot here in Australia. Once again, thank you, Elon Musk, for that. Lots of videos coming up to test this function, certainly in the next few weeks to months. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, happy charging.